You're listening to Making It Better with Uncle George, a podcast dedicated to helping you improve your relationships, your communication, and your leadership. George Curry is an executive coach with over 50 years of experience, author of the best-selling book, Give Me a Hug, How Small Acts of Recognition Deliver Big Results and Create a Culture of Success, a university lecturer, a man who gives a fuck about helping people.
Can you really make it better with just 2 words? Good morning, good afternoon, welcome, and thank you for giving my life a new purpose. 2 words that make it better. Is that possible? Well, my ex-boss, Peter, I won't give you his last name, showed me that that is a very real possibility. I was with Ortho at the time, actually just joined, and all of a sudden Trudeau, the old Trudeau, Pierre Elliott Trudeau, issued a price and wage freeze. So I had just moved from Montreal to Toronto, and lo and behold, there's a freeze. And what do we do? Oh my God, I can't live in Toronto. I was living hand to mouth in Montreal, but now in Toronto the prices were triple. So nothing we can do. It was the law of the land. Nobody got an increase in those days, and the question became, how can you make this right? And I never complained. In all my career, I never complained once. I just went to my boss, Peter, and I said, anything we can do? And his answer was, let me think about how to. So I came back a week later, and lo and behold, he said, go ahead, pick a car that you like, and that'll be the increase, if you will. Well, guess what? I was the only national sales director in Canada who had a red Trans Am with white interiors. Can you believe that? I couldn't. Peter had gone, I don't know, above and beyond. He found a how-to that worked. Worked for him, worked for me, worked for everybody. It was really a win-win-win situation all around. And was I happy? Are you kidding me? A Trans Am, I think I had like 7,000 horsepower. The thing was so fabulous, I almost ran off, killed myself on the highway. But what it showed me was that despite the situation, despite the most dire situation even, there's always a how-to be creative, to find a way around things to make things right and make it better, whatever that it may be in your life. You can make it better if you look for a variety of how-to situations and solutions. There's always 10, 12 how-tos for every situation. I used to tell my managers, if you're going to come into my office and discuss an issue, you better have at least two how-to solutions for every issue. I used to call it the 2-for-1 policy. At first they hated me for it, but then all of a sudden it worked, and it was such a good thing because it forces you to think. And even today, I still use that how-to principle in my life. How to do this, how to do that. How many how-tos can you think of? And all that came from 1976, I think it was, when my boss, Peter, said, you're okay, you want a Trans Am? Good. You want it red? Are you sure you want red? You don't want... I said, yes, it's my dream, Peter, to have a red with white interiors. He looked at me, he said, drive safely. He had found a how-to go around the issue of price and wage controls. And that's a lesson that I learned. Can you imagine back in 70, I think it was 76? So that was one solution. And then all of a sudden I'm working away. My focus was, because he showed me appreciation, because he showed me he cared, because he showed me that he was on my side to find a solution. He found the how-to and he made my life better. I was motivated, I was inspired, I was like fit to be tied, I was going crazy. I wanted to make sure that I never ever let him down. And it's been like that for the past 50 or 60 years. We still see each other, if you can believe it. Here we are in 2020, and we didn't see each other this past year because of COVID, whatever it's called. And another thing that Peter did, 1977. I'm going to show you a letter. I actually brought another prop today. I'm liking these prop ideas. They're working. Here's a letter. I won't show you his last name. I don't know if you can see it, but we'll try. But let me read it to you. Dear George, final year's sales numbers confirm that you did indeed break the $14 million mark. I would like nothing better than to celebrate this accomplishment with you personally, but our schedules just will not permit that. However, at your earliest convenience, take Marlene out for dinner, Marlene's my wife, to celebrate this significant contribution. Now that was a how-to that not only pleased me and made me better, if you will, make my life better, but boy did it ever shock Marlene. She was so pleased. And here's the funny part. We've never taken advantage of this letter. It was dated January 78. Can you see that? So I don't know if Peter will see this podcast, but you still owe me a dinner with Marlene, Peter, and someday, I don't know, I guess I'll take advantage. But my point is, he found a how-to that made things better. And boy, was I motivated, was I inspired. So look for how-tos, look for 10 how-tos for every situation that you're involved in. And help others. Make it better for them. Because in return, it'll be better for you. Alright, so give it a shot. See what happens. How to. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you for listening to Making It Better with Uncle George. Isn't it nice to know you have an Uncle George on your side? Send your IT questions to Uncle George at georgecurry@simpatico.ca. That's GeorgeKouri at simpatico, SYMPATICO.ca.